Hey everybody, it's Jewelyn. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my home here in Santa Monica, California. So in today's video, believe it or not, is another Collective California plant haul. So yesterday, following up after yesterday's Collective California plant haul, it was a mix between plant friend cuttings from Carrie and Catherine. Thank you guys so much. And then purchased babies, which filled up the whole back seat of my car. Today, I will go ahead and talk about all of the plants that I purchased. There's a lot of plants coming into my collection. And you guys know that I always love sharing my plants, so if I'm able to get propagated babies off of them, reach out to me. And it's cool to be able to have plant friends. So in today's video, well, let's just say majority of the plants I do not have, so they're first time for me. One plant is actually another repurchase plant because I love the plant so much. And if you are familiar with my channel, I do that a lot. I think right now I have like multiple of the same plants just because it's either slightly different or a little bit bigger, and I have no problems at all. I love all the plants equally. So before we get into the plant haul, I want to talk about the plant babies that Carrie dropped off to my job today. And fun fact, she's my old manager. So you just never know who's into plants, like I mentioned. So ask around because you can't really tell what a plant person looks like until you talk plants. So I think it's very cool that you can share a common interest with people that is in your circle. So Carrie, thank you so much for gifting me this baby. She gave me an aloe pink blush. So if you take a look here, there is little blushed ends. And I don't have this particular aloe. And I don't know, maybe Kira has this in her collection in Las Vegas. But just take a look at the textures and the colors here. It's super cute, variegated, and has that tricolor effect to it. So thank you, Carrie. I'm hoping that maybe I have an ice cream planter that I'll be able to pot this up in. And then she also gave me a little cutting of her Cressula Galloom. And I do have, I think, 3 Cressula Gallooms, one really big one and 2 small ones on my plant shelf in my patio. But I can never have too much of these guys, and it'll be fun to also propagate. And who knows, I could use this in an upcoming succulent cactus gardening project. I'll never say no to extra cuttings. So thank you so much, Carrie, for the new babies. Can't wait to have them in my collection, all in the mix between all of these guys and inside of my patio. Now moving along to some serious plants here. Now, I think what I'm gonna do is, let's talk about the repurchase plant that I just couldn't pass up on. And I don't know if you guys guessed it, but it is another Hoya. I have my original Hindu rope that is all green. If you watch my Jewelyn's Collective Hoya edition, you've seen that I do have a beautiful trailing green Hoya compacta, but I wanted more. And I think what I'm gonna do is maybe find the same planter that my variegated one is in and then combine the two somehow so that the whole planter is filled. Because right now with my current Hindu rope that's all green, it doesn't fill the planter, and I want the whole thing to be filled. So I went ahead and I invested into this guy, and I'll probably be able to get maybe 1 or 2 babies off of this if any of you guys are interested. I know a bunch of you guys reached out for the Hindu rope, and I'm able to take maybe 1 or 2 from my variegated one, and then maybe 1 or 2 from this. And then I'm gonna try to find a bigger planter and then transplant my original Hindu rope with this, and I think I'll be able to get a nice full planter. But again, like looking at my variegated Hindu rope with the planter nice and full, I love that look. And then compared to my one Hindu rope that's just one nice long trail, which is also cute too. But if you see my Hoya collection, for the most part, all of my planters are filled, and I love that look. So I went ahead and I purchased another one, and I don't think I've ever seen a green Hindu rope like in a full planter before. Anytime I see a Hoya, even if I have it in my collection, if you guys are familiar with my channel, there's certain plants that I will get multiples of. Even if I have them, especially with Hoyas, I can get 3 of the same plants from different spaces, and because they look slightly different, I want them, and I have a problem. So do have to admit, I do that. Like my mom when she was growing up, and she still does this today, where if she sees something that she likes, she'll get it in all the colors, and then she'll get multiples of it because she loves it so much. So I think I do that with plants, because to me they all look slightly different even if it's the same plant. So I'm glad I was able to get a more fuller Hindu rope. That makes me really happy. Talk about my Sansevieras that I got, and I got 3 of them. It's all the same plant, and I didn't talk about this on my channel, but with the big heavy rain that happened 2 weeks in a row, 3 of my Sansevieras in my collection, which was along my patio wall. If you see my plant tour, which if you haven't, go ahead and check it out. It's an 1.5 hour long episode, and I think that's the longest episode I ever had on my channel. Well, 3 of my Sansevieras in my collection got root rot from just too much heavy rain on it, and that just kills me. I think 2 of them were like bird's nest sansevieras, and then just another regular sansevieria. I don't know. I would have to like go ahead and backtrack my sansevieria collection, which is another reason why I wanted to come up with a Jewelyn's collective series, so it can help me track my collection. But 3 of them died, guys, and I just can't think about it. I'm gonna have to rebuild my collection that 3 went. The 3 sansevierias I got today are all of the same plants, but these I've never had in my sansevieria collection. So I think I have to go ahead and backtrack on what my collection looked like and the 3 that actually died. I think I was so upset that I just dumped them out, and I didn't actually like make note of the actual sansevieria variation that it was, so I could go ahead and replace them. But let's go ahead and talk about the ones that I got. So here is my sansevieria moonshine, and I don't have this one, and I've never seen this particular one in Las Vegas, and I believe for the most part 50% of my sansevieria collection comes from Las Vegas, and I know I had ones from San Diego and a bunch of different places, but wherever I go, if I see a sansevieria that I don't have, I like to go ahead and pick it up. I do have a big sansevieria collection, and after 3 of my varieties dying from the rain, I wanted to go ahead and redeem myself. Again, this is not the variety that went bad with the rain, but a variety that I don't have. So this is a pretty big sansevieria moonshine, and because I love sansevierias so much, and as a backup just in case, and who knows, I might want to go ahead and fill a planter up with this and the 2 that I'm about to share. So I ended up getting 2 more here, and the reason why I ended up getting 2 more was, 1, it's on the shorter side, so I'll go ahead and I'll do a comparison. This is super tall and this is on the short side. So what I'm imagining is I can go ahead and fill up the planter and just have different dimensions. I know this one doesn't have a baby, but sansevierias they're very giving plants, so in time I'm sure I'll have a baby off of this one. But this, take a look here, there's like 1, 2, and a little baby here, 3. So even if I like go ahead and put them together, I think they would look so cute. I don't know, I might gang all 3 up and then maybe gift or propagate a taller sansevieria from there. I'm not sure what I want to do. I think when I go ahead and take it apart in hopefully the next planting with Jewelyn episode before I leave, I can go ahead and kind of figure out how I want to style them. But I will do that. Like I did that with my Peperomia Hope, where I didn't want 1, I wanted 2, and then put them together. I envisioned this to be in a planter nice and filled, so I finally got the sansevieria moonshine. They're on the shorter side, this is the long side, but I couldn't pass it up, so I ended up getting 3. We'll see. Hopefully, I don't know if I'm gonna go ahead and do a sansevieria collection video before or after. I want to go ahead and at least replace the 3 that ended up getting root rot to have back in my collection before I go ahead and do the sansevieria collection video. So stay tuned for that. Oh my goodness, you guys, I see a beautiful hummingbird on my jade tree. I'm dying right now. I had to stop filming to try to see if I could get the hummingbird on the camera. It was literally on the top of my jade tree, like feeding off of my jade blooms. Oh my gosh, I am like living for that. I've never seen that happen, and I know it's very random that I do see hummingbirds out here, but literally guys, it was just like was living for my jade tree right now, and it's in bloom. And if you guys purchase any plants from me, I did include a jade cutting, and a bunch of you guys who just been purchasing jade cuttings from me over the last 2 years have been sending me pictures of your cuttings bloomed up, and that just makes me really happy. But it was just so beautiful to see with my jade tree bloomed up with a hummingbird on the top. Oh my goodness. Okay, so back to the plants, and the first one I want to talk about is the Baja Rock Fig. So he's a ficus, and boy, isn't this such a cool plant? I really love this. This is a bonsai, and well, I don't have a bonsai in my collection. Although this is my first bonsai for my current collection, I think one of my first plants was a bonsai when I was in high school, and I really wish I had that plant now. It would be really cool, but I don't. And so this is a ficus, and I think it's super cool. And I got one of him, so we'll see where I put him. Don't know yet, and apparently now I have a little collection because I got 2 more. And this is an African tortoise plant, so I'm kind of interested to see the trails happen on me. Let's go ahead and track this. So here again is an African tortoise plant. It's my first one. And here's the last one I want to talk about, and this is a boulder plant or a Bigfoot. And again, like look at the really big bulb on the bottom, and then I'm thinking it's going to trail, who knows. I guess it was just, you know, in time that I was gonna get more cauldix type plants. I do have my ponytail palm, but other than that, like, I don't have any big cauldix type plants, so these are like my first 3. So let's go ahead and talk about the free plants that I got in today's haul. Are you guys like living for this? It's like pom-poms, you know? It's like PLANTS, go plants. It's so cute. Oh my goodness, they're like pom-poms. Anyway, I don't know what type of variety of spider plant this is, but it's very pom-pom-ish and I couldn't help it. So I think I might go ahead and put them together in one full planter. Isn't that adorable? And then just take a look at how the plant grows on the bottom. Quite interesting. It'd be interesting to propagate this spider plant. And yeah, guys, I know I see right here, if you look close, there's like a bloom happening right down there. I'll keep you guys thinking. I'm just gonna put it all together and then have it be one full planter. So that's the goal on these. So I saved the last plant, which is plant goes for me for last, and it was definitely the biggest purchase I have. And when I seen this plant, I had to get it, and apparently now I have a little small collection of these. I'm gonna pull it out. Can you guys take a guess what kind of plant it is? Oh my god. Okay, so here it is. Oh my god, it is so wild and crazy. So this is an epiphyllum, and I don't know what kind of variety it is. So if you are able to help me identify this guy, let me know. He's so huge. Let me see if I can get him a little bit more back so you can see what he looks like. He's wild and crazy, and I love epiphyllums apparently. And when I seen this guy, I was like, you're coming home with me. So I have him, and he's super cool, and I'm kind of interested to take him out and see maybe if I could propagate him. I definitely don't mind sharing a couple of these babies. So if you guys are interested, I'll go ahead and pull apart the plant in my next planting with Jewelyn, or even I might just do a video solely on this guy because he's so huge. But I do want the planter full, so I don't want to take too much from him, but it'd be interesting to take some babies from him. So if you guys collect this plant or the rickrack, reach out to me. I love this plant. I just couldn't pass it up. It is so freaking cool. Look at this. Do you see all of that? I mean, it's so weird and cool and interesting to me. I couldn't pass it up, and it's just wild and crazy. And then I already named him, so meet Bob Marley. That's his name. I love him so much, and I can't wait to see him like somewhere in my patio or even out here. So stay tuned for an upcoming planting with Jewelyn. If I can go ahead and do it today, I will definitely go ahead and do another propagation video, and I'll propagate from my collection or from this guy. But I'm kind of interested to see what he looks like outside of the planter, and if I can fix him up. And then where I feel like I can take from, I will. But for the most part, I want the planter full because he's so rad. So that's gonna wrap up today's collective California plant haul featuring the babies that Carrie gifted me today. Thank you, Carrie. I didn't get to see her, but I'll see her soon, as well as my purchase babies of the day. Sound off down below, what was your favorite plant in today's video? And there's never a dull week in my life where I do not do anything plant related. That plant was definitely really huge and crazy, so stay tuned for a Bob Marley appearance. I'll try to see if maybe I can work on him after this video if I have the energy. I didn't film any come with me's today or yesterday plant shopping because I've been on 4 hours of sleep with my schedule boiling down to a few days before Egypt and my new work schedule. So my second studio that I work at, I'm now from a couple classes a week to 17 classes a week, and these are group classes. So I haven't been able to really experience my new schedule with that much more classes added on to my week. So I'm definitely gonna have to think about my Los Angeles schedule over my Egypt trip and see where I want to do some switches, because it's definitely going to be a lot for me. And I'm very passionate about my channel also too, with my plants growing and my channels growing and being able to do so many things related to the channel, whether it's filming every day and uploading and being able to talk with you guys in the comments, do Q&As, and all my different series. I just love every single series that I've invested my time and energy into, as well as being able to sell plant babies from my collection to you guys. And the cool thing about doing that for my channel and just for myself is that I'm able to have real plant friends. And if you watch my different series, I'm very invested in my plant friends and the people that I've came across in my plant life. So having my Meet My Plant Friends series is really cool. I think what I would also want to do for this year at some point in time is also do a meetup in the next city that I go ahead and visit and do plant content and also vlog for my second channel. But it'd also be cool to maybe see one of your collections in person. I know like a bunch of you have been supporting my channel by purchasing plants from me over the last 2 years. It's also so cool to see all of the plants that you guys purchased over the last 2 years from me in your home, and also to see your guys' collection that you guys been sending me pictures and videos of, and that really just touches my plant heart. So thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. Whether you are watching my videos and supporting me through YouTube, or purchasing plant babies or merchandise that my grandma handmade, all of those things matter to me, and you guys mean the world to me. So thank you guys so much. Definitely reach out to me in a direct message, Planting with Jewelyn. Any plant babies from now to the 7th will receive a jade cutting from my beautiful tree. I'll go ahead and I'll pick up sales on the week of the 20th, so stay tuned for that. I have something planned for all of the people who purchase babies from me, so stay tuned for that. I'll go ahead and I'll film that before I leave for Egypt. So before I go ahead and end today's video, I wanted to do a plant friend shout out, which I'm really happy to do at the end of each episode. So this one is gonna go to Lindsay Briggins, and she posted up a month ago, probably on my plant adventure episode. She says here, Jewelyn, this is going to be awesome. You have a good plant eye. Love your beautiful personality. It is very infectious. Love the videos. Don't know how you do it with your schedule. The earrings are very cool. Lindsay from New Zealand. So I believe I was wearing my MONSTERA earrings that my mom gifted me. I think I have 3 pairs of earrings that are MONSTERA leaf prints. So thank you, Mom, if you're watching this, and thank you, Lindsay, for leaving a sweet comment. So stay tuned, because you never know who's gonna be on the next plant friend shout out that I want to go ahead and just reply back live on my channel. So thank you so much for supporting my channel. I'll see you guys very soon. You can find more on my blog at ilovejewelyn.blogspot.com. If you're new, welcome to my channel. Hit the bell and subscribe button to be notified whenever I do an upload. I do my best to do daily uploads on this channel. And while I'm away in Egypt, I would like to at least go ahead and put up one video every 3 days or so stay tuned for that. And who knows, I might go ahead and film Bob Marley getting planted up into a different situation, because I'm obsessed with him. He's so cool. Stay tuned for that. Until next time, aloha from Santa Monica, California. Bye.